And so it is, beloved masters. We have talked about energy, and now we are going to connect to universal energy. Everything is energy. Everything you see, everything you taste, touch, smell, hear, everything is energy. Your body, your abode, the furnishings in your house, your vehicle, both body and automobile. Everything is energy, and all of that energy sources in the cosmos. And it blends everything together. The astronomers and the scientists talk about the vast differences between different galaxies, the amazing distances between planets and solar systems, and yet it is in your physical body, even though it looks very dense and solid, the atoms that create it, the molecules that construct it, are very far apart. And it is that truly, if you were not so convinced that you could not walk through a wall, you would realize there's absolutely nothing keeping you from walking through a wall except your belief system. It isn't about how much physical matter is in the way. It is about how much energy is put into the belief system. So, connecting to universal energy, what beliefs are limiting you? Where do you find yourself being stopped, blocked, limited in your life? Perhaps relationships don't function. Perhaps it is your financial state. Perhaps it is that there is some chronic dis-ease, which, if you consider the words, simply says, there is a place within you where you are habitually out of sorts with yourself, uneasy with some part of your being. It may be an old judgment, it may be a lineage issue, but it is, beloved masters, universal energy is what blends every human being on the earth with every other human being on the earth. It blends all of these souls with everything in nature, and it blends everyone on this ball with all of the souls in the whole galaxy, other solar systems, other universes. And the finite mind says, enough, enough. I have a challenge dealing with the fact that the people in my neighborhood are too close. I require space. And so it is. Allow yourself space. Because how you use the energy of your thought is creating everything in your life. If it works, it's because you are allowing the energy to serve you. If it doesn't work, it's because you have not yet allowed that part of your life, that area, that old belief system to change. And as you allow in this understanding of the totality of at-one-ment in all things energetic, then you began to get a sense of just how much influence your thoughts have. Just how much power you have to make your own personal life heaven or hell. Just how much power you send out into the collective consciousness. So many people want to help the world. What can I do for the world? Love yourself. Well, that doesn't sound very noble. Oh, beloved masters, the finite mind really has no concept of just how noble that thought is. Love thyself. And how big the outcome of truly loving yourself can be. Not a thought. Well, I love myself. You do? How does it feel? How does it feel to really love yourself? Remember, beloved masters, love is not a doing thing. Love is an allowable. And the logical, practical, finite mind really does not grasp allowables. So you are now in the process, right here, on the ball, where you are, of moving to a place where you can recognize how allowing feels. It feels really big, because as you allow, you are literally tapping into, opening up to the energy of the universe. And the finite mind wants to recoil. That's too big. I can't control it. No, you cannot. Which brings you, dearly beloved masters, in that realization, in that recognition, another step closer to the acceptance, I am a master. Because masters understand from the Lord God of their being that control has no energy in the vastness of the universe. And so, beloved masters, to contemplate, to feel, one with everyone you know. The ones that you might say, oh yes, it would be very nice to be one with them. And the ones that you might say, I don't think so. Not that one. Maybe everyone else I know, but not that one. And in the energy of the universe, that one may be a primary key for you in unlocking some of the limitations of your life. What is it about that one person that you really don't want into your energetic space? What would they do to you? What would they take from you? Or what would they bring into your space that you don't want in your space? But dearly beloved masters, they are a part of you energetically. So to contemplate the energy of resistance that you may experience about that one person or group of people, or people that engage in certain activities, or people that don't engage in certain activities. And why does it bother you that they are a part of you? And logic and practicality may have very quick answers about how bad they are, how wrong they are, about the things that they do that are harmful or unpleasant. And it is, beloved masters, according to the teachings of separation, those judgments would be quite valid. But according to divine law, as you remember the master that you are, and this is not a memory that would be equal to remembering when you were 5 years old or remembering a past life. Remembering that you are a master has a scope, a depth, a breadth, a height that is so vast that it opens you to a space that is so much more than you ever dreamed could be possible. And that space exists within you. Every cell of your being, every thought, every breath, every heartbeat is an aspect, an element, an energy of the universe. The amazing design of you. Have you ever really contemplated how intricate the human body is? What an amazing work of art. That everything is divinely appropriate. And at some point in time in your evolution, everything has been necessary. There was a time when humans ate raw meat as a common thing. And the appendix helped in the assimilation so that the liver and the gallbladder were not totally overloaded. As people began, after the discovery of fire, to cook meat, then the appendix became less and less necessary. And after a time, it actually atrophied quite a bit. And now, medical science considers it a useless appendage. And very often, because it isn't being used, it can create dis-ease. Why would that happen to some and not to others? Because some may have memories of judgments about eating meat at all, about eating raw meat versus cooked meat, about eating specific kinds of meat. And these latent judgments that have developed over lifetimes actually have an influence on how the energy of the physical form that you wear in this journey functions. Some of the judgments may be rather current from childhood in this journey, or from recent past lives. Others may have been set in place so long ago that even to trace the memory could lead to an apparent dead end, because there are a lot of things that you have experienced, even in lifetimes in the illusion, that occurred so long ago that you do not consciously remember them, but the energy imprint of the experience influences your cellular memory. It can actually distort the DNA. And so there are people that experience very unique, very unusual dis-ease. And the roots go into these cellular imprints from so long ago that the logical mind would probably dismiss the events as mythological. And yet they are there in your energetic imprint, influencing how your personal connection to universal energy flows. Everyone. The human mind almost boggles at the concept that there are so many people on the planet. And every one has a completely different energy imprint. So, in the universal energy, you're one of a kind. The pattern of your eye, the swirls of your fingerprints, absolutely, totally one of a kind. Every snowflake that falls is different. And the logical mind says, now, how do you know that? In all of the billions and billions of snowflakes that fall, Science uses a measure. We'll take 10,000 snowflakes and compare them. And out of 10,000 snowflakes, no two are alike. And so the assumption is that there are no two snowflakes alike. And truly, I can assure you, beloved masters, that God has infinite, infinite imagination to create individual snowflakes, hairs on your head, beings in the universe, unique and divinely special. And every one is designed in universal energy. So what is this universal energy, this electrical force that is the foundation of creation? It's called love. It could be called a lot of things, but love is a uniting factor. And the universal energy unites. It bonds, it blends, it creates, it co-creates. And it is, beloved masters, out of that essence, every one of you have come. Not only in this lifetime, but in 1,000 others. And if you could see the robes of flesh that you selected for each lifetime, you would be absolutely amazed at how many different ways you have looked. Male, female, androgynous, large, small, heavy, thin, skin as white as milk or as black as ebony, skin as red as the red hills that are calling the ancients home in these times. Skin as golden as the calf that was formed from pure gold as an idol when Moses broke the 10 Commandments in anger. Skin as brown as the bark of a mahogany beautiful. Skin as blue as the sky on a summer day. Skin as green as grass. Skin as orange as the sun. Violet, magenta, the color of lapis and moonstone, multitudinous hues and shades, skin as thick as the hide of a rhino, or as thin as fine linen. Strength that would almost test the mind to accept, or fragile as an eggshell. And it is, beloved masters, all of these experiences are energetically imprinted in the Akashic records of your soul, in the DNA, and how it has molded your evolution. Every choice in every life that you have made has drawn in the energy of the universe to form a new creation. And you were designed in the very beginning with the ability to co-create with God. Not to be God, but to have the same tools and implements. And therefore, an amazing scope of creative potential that in these times, dearly beloved masters, is being implemented even more grandly, because as the illusion is passing, your quantum nature is being liberated.